you're in line at the movie theater, you're at the concession stand, and you're trying to decide which size popcorn to buy. The options are a small for $4, a medium for $7.50, and a large for $8. The small size is like just enough for what you want, but then you notice the pricing structure. The large is only 50 cents more than the medium. Seems like an incredible deal. You decide to go for the large, and you just fell for the decoy effect.
Oh shit, you got played.
In today's episode, we're discussing the decoy effect and how it's used to trick you into spending more money at places like movie theaters, retail stores, online subscription services, restaurants, airlines, and so many other places.
Another Psych Papers expose.
So, you're at the movie theater, and let's say there's just two options for popcorn. The small is $4, and the large is $8. Most people are probably going to go for the small, given these options, since there's like a big price difference. And it's very easy to compare the two options.
Right.
Obviously, the movie theater wants to sell you the large so that they make more money. So what do? They add a third option, a medium for $7.50, only 50 cents cheaper than the large. Suddenly, making the large popcorn seem like a really good deal. This is the decoy. So the medium is the decoy. The theater isn't really expecting anybody to buy that medium-sized popcorn. They're just putting it there to make more people buy the large.
Wait, is it because like it doesn't matter because it's just like you can make up the sizes because popcorn can fit into a container. It's really the container size that's costing them, which probably costs them nothing, right?
I mean, so
whatever that is, yeah.
Yeah, it costs them. I mean, if they add an extra large, if they add an extra small, that doesn't cost them anything. But it's the pricing structure that tricks people into buying more. So the decoy effect can lead us to spend and consume beyond our actual needs. When a decoy option is available, like the medium, our decision making shifts from selecting the option that truly meets our requirements. It shifts to choosing what appears to be the most beneficial deal. The decoy makes us feel better about our choice because, hey, it's only 50 cents more and I'm getting way more popcorn. The decoy provides us with a justification behind our purchase, which is ultimately what we're all looking for when we make a decision.
Wait, when you say justify, you mean like when we buy stuff, you're like, oh, well, it did cost $100, but it is like the best fan. Like if I'm buying a fan, or like we just talked earlier about Dyson. Like, oh, Dysons are like $400. It must be good. It must be the best fan, yeah. Compared to the other smaller fans.
We want a justification behind our purchases. Adding that decoy gives us that justification. Well, I only paid 50 cents more than the medium, and I'm getting so much more popcorn. When really, if that medium wasn't there, you'd be like, wow, that large is expensive. Once the medium is there, you'd be like, wow, that large is a really good deal.
They're playing with your mind, folks. It's playing with your mind, dog.
They are.
Open your mind.
Decoys are often used by companies to subtly prompt us to buy more than we initially intended.
Whoa.
And they've actually run experiments on this where they actually did an experiment at a movie theater where initially they just presented two options, a small popcorn and a large popcorn with the same pricing structure. And most people bought the small. Now they added the medium, same price. The small and the large are still the exact same price, but they added the medium option now. Now way more people bought the large.
And I assume other movie companies start mirroring this.
Every movie theater does
this. Yeah. Well, except for the Alamo Draft House, which they charge you $9 for a standard base popcorn, no size differentials.
They have one size.
They have one size that's all you can eat, but it's a fucking bowl of popcorn. There's no fucking way one or two people can finish this in one sitting. It's like all you can eat popcorn. Is like, why would I want that much popcorn?
Yeah. No one's eating that much popcorn.
It's too much popcorn. And $9.
Yeah, and it costs them the margins on popcorn must be crazy.
Yeah.
It's like so cheap. So where does the decoy effect occur? It can occur basically wherever options for similar products are being compared. So any place where a small, medium, and large options are present, or different tiers of service like bronze, silver, or like a gold membership or package.
Yo, is that big corporation outside your house, Chris? Is that why? Did they send the corporate police after you?
Know?
Dude.
The decoy police?
The decoy police? He found out. He's telling people. Chris Cole.
It's the makers of popcorn.
Doc.
It's Orville Redenbacher.
He's outside there with the decoy police. Come out, Dr. Cole, with your hands up. We know you're telling the whole everyone about the decoy effect.
Joseph, publish the episode now.
This is enough. We don't have to go into the actual studies.
So, an example, like the one I brought up, movie theaters, I actually checked the prices of the popcorn by my local theater. It's an AMC. And they actually, it was interesting, they only had 2 options. So the large was $10.50.
Jeez, okay.
That's pretty expensive for popcorn.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, welcome to New York. We charge $10 for popcorn. For large popcorn. Get the fuck out of here when you get your popcorn. I'm not gonna put any butter in it. Do it yourself.
The large, was $10.50, and the regular was $9.50.
The dollar difference.
Who's gonna get the regular?
That's $1.
Yep.
I would fall for that too,
in this
though.
case,
I would fall for that.
In this case, the regular is the decoy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So if you just saw a large for $10.50, I'd be like, damn, that's a lot of money for popcorn.
Yeah.
You add the regular, that's only $1 less. I'm like, wow, that large is a great deal.
It
changes. So when you add that decoy of the regular, that's only $1 less. Now suddenly the large seems like a really good deal. Who's really going to buy the regular when the large is only $1 more? Now you're judging the purchase based on the relative price difference, not the value of the popcorn. Restaurants do this too. Soft drinks at restaurants, usually fast food places that have like a small, medium, and large options for drinks. I checked McDonald's, and they actually had the most egregious example of the decoy effect. Okay, a small Coke is $1.89. Okay, a medium was $3.69, about twice as much as the small. Okay, so the medium was $3.69. A large
$4.
10 cents more. 10 cents more. $3.79.
That's pathetic.
Who is 10 cents more? Who's no, I can't shell out that extra 10 cents. I gotta go for the medium.
You sure you don't want to upgrade to a large? It's only 10 cents more.
It's only 10 more cents.
No, I want a fucking medium. You're not gonna decoy my way out of this one.
Yeah. And no one's ever like, well, times are tough. No, I'll stick with the medium. I gotta save that 10 cents. I'm
gonna need that later.
Put it away. Save it. I guarantee you nobody's ever buying the medium Coke from McDonald's.
Yeah.
10 cents,
and you're probably drinking like if you intended for a medium, you probably only drinking like half of that too, or a quarter of that at the bare minimum.
Yeah,
you're probably not finishing it. Yeah.
Yep. So I was like, wow, the McDonald's was like, decoy effect, supersize it.
Got him.
They were like, yeah, let's do it. They were just going all in. 10 cents. They're not even trying to hide it.
Yeah.
But it's because this is one of the things, you don't need to hide it. It's in plain sight.
Yeah.
And people are like, well, it's only 10 cents more. It's a good deal.
Yeah.
Other examples of this are like subscription services like any like online app or service that you pay monthly for. Oftentimes they'll be presented with like different levels of membership, like a bronze package, silver, gold package.
Yeah.
And usually most people end up in the cheapest or the most expensive packages. That middle option, the medium or the silver package, that's usually the decoy.
Because like it's a halfway point. It's like you might as well just go all the way.
Yeah. And the price difference for the middle option is usually just under the price for the top option. So why not just spend the extra 10 cents, get a large Coke? Decision making in general can be very difficult for humans. There's a whole field of psychology on how we make decisions and weigh different options, how we assess risk. That's a humongous field. Decoys simplify this process in our brain by providing us a nice sounding explanation for our decision. That's what we want when we make a purchase. We want to feel good about it. This relates to another psych concept called the paradox of choice. You would think that having as many options to choose from would lead to the best outcome because you can compare all possible outcomes, right? You can compare all the options. But this actually backfires. The paradox of choice refers to the phenomenon where having too many options to choose from can actually lead to feelings of anxiety over making sure that we don't pick the wrong option. Nobody wants to sift through 100 different options to buy a mattress. That's overwhelming. So we try to simplify this process.
Yeah.
So you don't want to pick the wrong option, and this can happen at like restaurants too, where like sometimes if you've ever been to like a restaurant and like you get the menu and it's like a book. There's like 5 pages. It's like filled with stuff. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, it's gonna take me like 10 minutes to like read this cover to cover.
Yeah.
What I've ended up doing is just asking them like, what's most popular.
Just help me, please. Yeah, this is fucking Cheesecake Factory. Have you been to Cheesecake Factory before, Chris? I know we talked about this.
I haven't. I've heard a lot about it though. They're famous for having a
huge
big menu, right?
a huge, like literally every food in the entire world is on that menu. I was like, I don't know how they managed to pull that off.
Is it like a good restaurant? I've heard mixed things. It's like
if you ask
quality, nice.
If you ask me, it's on the same plane as an Applebee's, as a Chili's, which aren't bad restaurants necessarily, but they're like chain restaurants.
But they're like,
but I think Cheesecake Factory is supposed to be like a little dressed up, a little bit in their presentation. But I think it's the same, same restaurant,
like an Outback Steakhouse, like that level.
Yeah, it may be. Yeah, maybe.
So trying to sift through 100 different options to buy a mattress is very overwhelming. So many of us might Google best mattresses.
Yep,
and we'll find lists online.
I'll go to YouTube. Yeah,
and kind of interesting thing. If you saw like 2 articles, one titled top 5 mattresses and another article titled the top 20 mattresses, which one are we more likely to gravitate toward?
Probably the top 5, because it's
the top 5.
Yeah.
Because it's way easier to look at all of those.
Yeah.
It makes the decision-making process easier for us. It gives us, by giving us less to compare. Which again, that's the paradox. We're given less to compare, yet we prefer that.
There's a concept in like a human-computer interaction or visual design called like cognitive overload. I know I've used this term a lot of times, and that's like if you have a lot of information on a screen, it could be hard to find the thing that you're looking for. So your goal is to simplify it so people can find. So it feels similar in that way. You want to reduce the elements to like what people can, because cognitive overload means like it's too much. I can't really make out what's there or what I need to get.
There's a concept in psychology called the cognitive miser, and I think it just basically describes how like our brains are inherently lazy. We don't want to think a lot. We want to like preserve our resources. We want to like make the easiest choices possible, because like all this takes effort. So yeah, if you went to an ice cream store and they had 100 flavors, I'm like, oh geez, like
help me pick one, please. Yeah,
I might ask them which one's the best.
Yeah. You know? That's why you can't blame people when you like go to a place that you've been to frequently and they're just like, which one do I want to get? I'm like, it's understandable. Yeah. It's like it is sort of a little overwhelming for the first time being. Yeah.
One of the biggest retailers ever, Amazon. I'm sure they are aware of this, because if you search for mattress on Amazon, you're gonna get 50 pages. That's overwhelming.
So many, yeah.
Amazon wants to simplify that decision-making process for you. So what do? Do you know what they do?
Don't they have like recommended ones at the top or something? Or they'll highlight their brand of whatever that thing is.
Yep.
Or the thing they're promoting at top, followed by everyone else. That falls afterwards.
Yeah. They'll put like kind of tags next to them. It'll say bestseller or overall pick or Amazon's top choice, or they'll even have like, I think they like even editorialize a little bit. They'll have a little like kind of horizontal scrolling thing where it's like, here's what our editors like, and where they just show you like a subset of like 4 or 5. All of this makes us feel better about our choice, because really when we're making a purchase, we're not so much as concerned about the actual like value of it. We're concerned about having a justification and feeling good about our decision, and that can come from many places.
Money.
Do you have any closing thoughts, or should I?
Money.
If you're still listening, thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys.
Gonna sweat this out. Bye.